And I said, the most attractive thing about Ben is that he thinks he's invincible. And the most frustrating thing about Ben is that he thinks he's invincible. And that nothing's ever going to happen. And we did have a little mishap with the chainsaw when Ben decided there was a tree that had a branch that needed to come off, and Ben decided that he was going to take the branch off, and he put a ladder up against the tree and was standing at the top of the ladder. I came out and I saw him with the chainsaw, and I was screaming, "You can't do that, you can't do that." He had this huge, 100-pound, I don't know how much, chainsaw in one hand, and he's about to cut off the branch, and I was saying, "You can't do that." So he gets down from the ladder. I walk off and go out on my walk in the woods, and the next thing I hear is this screaming.
No, I didn't scream.
Okay, I'm going to tell my version, and then Ben's going to tell his version. And I come rushing, and there's Ben with blood gushing out of his body. And I get this T-shirt, and I wrap it around like a tourniquet, and we drive to the emergency room, and I know he's bleeding to death. I mean, clearly he's bleeding to death. I mean, and he's sort of making these sort of panting noises. And we get to the emergency room, and they sewed him up, I don't know, something like 15, 16 stitches. He came like that far away from cutting one of the major arteries, and if he had, he would have been dead.
Oh, Sally.
And so, all right. So, okay, now Ben's going to tell his version.
That's what the doctor said, Ben. Mom.
Well, I cut my arm, okay? Stitches right here. And I learned a lesson in that, and that's the end of the story.
Now, you should tell a little bit about what you learned from your dad.
I learned to be more cautious with a chainsaw.